Good morning. My name is Cindy Tackett, and I teach at Painesville Independent Schools. And the grant that I chose this year was Flexible Seating Classroom. And the problem of practice was all the seating that we had for the students was really old. I mean, it's furniture I recognized from when I was in school, so obviously it needed to be changed out. And the way it was set up, it really limited, choice of where to sit, their comfort, and communication and collaboration, which was really important to me. So I knew it was a problem because adults and kids alike, when we're outside of the school setting, we choose a comfortable place to sit. Like I asked the kids, well, when you're home and you're studying, where do you sit? Oh, on my bed or in my beanbag chair, on the couch. Nobody said I'm sitting in a hard plastic chair to do my work. So I thought, shouldn't they have a choice? They have to be there every day for 8 hours a day. So I think being comfortable is the least we could do for them. The strategy I used was I purchased new seating for the classroom, and the kids and I looked at different options and came up with what we could get the most for our money that they also liked. My research question was, will the seating help improve the choice comfort and while improving communication and collaboration with others? The outcomes that would prove the innovation was a success was the student behavior, their on-task time, how they collaborated and communicated with each other. And I just basically took notes and analyzed and talked to the kids and used student voice surveys to see how the outcomes were. So before I show the pictures of my classroom, I'm going to have you pretend I'm going to show you two settings in the following slide, and I want you to tell me which you think, if you were assigned to sit with your group and brainstorm for about 15 or 20 minutes, which setting would you choose, A or B? You don't have to raise your hand, just. So based on that, the question is, what does research say about flexible seating concerning choice, comfort, communication, and collaboration? Those were kind of the four things I focused on. Well, about choice, it says that students feel empowered by having some degree of choice and control over their environment. Flexible seating allows students to choose where they work and with whom, and it allows them to change their location and positions as needed. And giving students choices about their physical classroom space teaches them higher order thinking skills. And when I first started, I didn't know if I should assign seats, but I didn't. I just said, okay, this is our new setup, and kind of gave them a heads up what they were going to do. But I did tell them they need to share, and you can't claim a seat forever. You have to share with people. On comfort, the research showed that an uncomfortable student is distracted and unproductive, which, as you know, if you're uncomfortable, you're also distracted. An uncomfortable chair can have the same distracting effect as missing breakfast. Flexible seating encourages students to find their best spot to stay focused and productive, and I do allow them, if they choose to sit somewhere, but then they want to sit somewhere else, that's not a problem. They can get up and move around as they want. And comfortable students are engaged students, so you don't have all that wiggling and I'm uncomfortable. Communication. Flexible seating promotes higher order thinking skills, problem solving, critical thinking, conflict resolution, finding value in others' opinions, and patience for kids immersed in a culture of immediate gratification. And the one that I found the most beneficial was the finding value in others' opinions. When they're sitting around in a more, conversation-friendly atmosphere, nobody was ever left out. It seemed like when we were sitting in rows at desks, maybe you'd see somebody, okay, yeah, you're in the group, but they weren't really talking as much and weren't involved. But when you're sitting around in more of a relaxed atmosphere, everybody seemed to really participate in conversations. And then the collaboration, it allows students to quickly and easily pair up, work comfortably in small groups, hold class discussion without moving desks to establish eye contact, and encourages sharing of supplies and ideas. So my plan to ensure that the outcomes were actually due to the flexible seating was I didn't change my instruction or my discipline or class procedures. That was the same. The only thing that changed was my flexible seating. So these are some of the before pictures. I had like these study carrels up against all the walls in the classroom, and they just became storage units because obviously nobody wanted to sit and face the wall and not talk to anybody. And then I just had old computer tables and some of the plastic chairs and the desks. So what we ordered was some outdoor living furniture to make it look more like a comfortable space. And we got some end tables and rugs and couch and the beach chairs down here. Actually, a colleague of mine also did this, and we ended up flip-flopping some of our things. I started out with beanbags, and I didn't like them, and she started out with beach chairs but wanted to switch, so we've been kind of sharing with each other back and forth, and the kids like that too, that we change every once in a while. And then those are they can put on their lap, so if they're sitting on the beach chairs, they still have a place for their laptop. And then I also have some tables and chairs, because there's some people that still like to sit at table and chair, and I got the risers for this one so that it also can be a standing station. Some of the kids get a little antsy and like to stand or sit in the higher chairs. And it's been really fun to watch them, because they'll choose a different spot almost every time they come in. Sometimes they feel like the chair, sometimes they feel like standing, and that's fine because their attention span has really increased with their ability to come in and be comfortable. So my findings, based on student surveys and my observations, were the students were more cooperative with others. They were happy, engaged in their work, and relaxed. It did increase motivation and time on task. You didn't see so much wiggly and getting, restless. It improved collaboration and communication. I think just the setting alone of sitting facing each other improved that. They felt more like a group, and they worked together very good. All students were included. It really did improve behavior. Students became more self-aware of what helps them learn best, and it was fun to watch them choose. And sometimes they would think, I'm going to choose the beach chair, and then realize, no, I don't like this, because one of them actually commented, I'm below everybody's eye level, so they moved and changed to a different position. And students felt empowered by the opportunity to have choices. So, any questions?
What grade levels was it?
4 through 8.
Okay, I did 3 and 4. I had flexible, so yeah,
Okay. Oh, thank you. And I've had other teachers, when they were going to have their kids work collaboratively with other groups, ask if they could use my classroom. So that's fun too, that other people, we're trying to make sure everybody has access to it, so.